Hi, 8th grade. This lesson, I'm going to help you with solving multi-step equations. Let's go ahead and jump right in and let's begin. So real quickly, I want to just refresh your memory on one-step equations. Okay, so this equation says that I wrote in pink, says 2 times what number equals 10? Well, we know that our answer is going to be 5, right? But let's undo the operation to verify or to prove that it is 5. So this actually, when you have a coefficient next to a variable, you mean multiply. So what is the opposite of 2 times x? Answer the question. What is the opposite of 2 times x? It is divide by 2. Nice job. What we do to one side of the equal sign, we have to do to the other. 2 divided by 2 equals 1x. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. So my final answer would be 5. So notice how we undid one operation. Well, now this one says multi-step. So obviously we're going to undo multiple operations. So let's just dive right in. Notice we want to get z by itself. So it has to say z equals. I'm going to have to move this 2 times this quantity. I need to move this positive 4 because I want them to go all the way to this side of the equal sign, and I want z to be left all by itself, so it would actually say z is equal to, and I want to move all of this other junk, okay? So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we have 2 times the quantity of z minus 4 plus 4 is equal to 10. Write this down, please. Go ahead and get a clean sheet of paper, pencil, pause the video, and catch up with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove our parentheses. Order of operation says, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which is parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, then lastly, add and subtract. So let's go. So 2 times z. 2z, nice job. 2 times negative 4, distributive property, negative 8, plus 4 is equal to 10. Write this down with me, please. Let's go ahead and combine the terms that are alike. Which 2 terms are alike? Negative 8 and a positive 4. So let's go ahead and combine them. Negative 8 plus 4. One's positive, one's negative, subtract. So it would be 8 and 4, a subtraction. There are more negative numbers, so my final answer will be a negative 4. 2z is brought straight down. My equal sign is brought straight down. And 10 is brought straight down. So let's undo another operation. Are you ready? What is the opposite of this negative 4? So I can move it and combine it with this 10 because they're both numbers. Positive 4. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Nice job. I'm left with 2z equals, what is 10 plus 4? 14. If you said 14, nice job. Please write along with me. And what is 2 times z equals 14? 2 times what equals 14? If you said 7, you are right. Let's go ahead and undo the operation. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Z is equal to 7. Nice job. So right here in our answer, we will plug in a 7. Let's go ahead and jump into the next one. Write this question down, please. And let's get started. Pause if you need to. Okay. So I want you to understand that anytime that you have this fraction, you must get it into a linear form. There cannot be any denominators anywhere into your equation. To undo something, you must have it all in the numerator position. So let's go ahead and get rid of this denominator, meaning let's get rid of this divide by 2. So let's read this. Are you ready? K minus 2 divided by 2 equals 2. So what is the opposite of divide by 2? It's going to be times by 2. Nice job. So we are going to do the opposite operation, and we're going to multiply by 2 to get rid of it. So let's do it. K minus 2 now equals, why did I write 22? Isn't that weird? Let's get rid of that. That's supposed to be the other side of a parentheses, right? Okay, 2 times 2. Parentheses means multiply. So 2 times 2 is going to equal 4. Can you tell me what my next step is? I need to undo the operation. So I want K and the equal sign next to one another. Good. What is the opposite of a negative 2? Positive 2. Nice job. Remember opposite operations. My brain also wants to say, what is the opposite of K minus 2? K plus 2. So what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So I'm going to go ahead and move my K down. I'll bring my equal sign down. And what is 4 plus 2? My final answer is going to be a 6. Let's go ahead and jump right in. And let's start a next one. Here we go. If you would like to work a few more, I am going to jump to the next level. Come back if you are needing help. Great job. This is our level 3 in our IXL. So let's go ahead and do one of these because they are the same way. They are just adding in there either fractions or decimals. So if you notice what I've already done is I have underlined my like terms. 3 7/10 H, a negative 6 8/10 H, a positive 2.4 H. Okay, so the blues all have a variable of an H, so they are like terms, and then the purple or the pink is just my constant. It is a number by itself. And let's go ahead and work these out. So I know that on one side of my equal sign, I have two like terms. So I know that I'm going to combine those together. So 3.7 minus 6.8 is a negative 3.1. So I'm just going to write that negative 3.1H. So if you notice what I did, this 3.7 is a positive. This 6.8 is a negative. One's positive, one's negative. I'm going to subtract, and I do have 3.1H is my remaining. I'm going to keep my negative 9.37. I'm going to make it equal to this 2.4H. I'm just going right in order. I'm right there now. And then I'm going to add 9.33. So notice what we talked about before. So we have combined those two alike. So now, what do you notice? I notice that this H and this H are my next two like terms, so I need to combine them together. So what is the opposite? Okay, so if I wanted to take my negative 3.1H, I would move across the equal sign a positive. However, if I wanted to move my 2.4H over to the left side, I could do that as well. It would just be a negative. So whichever you choose, most students are going to move from the left to the right. So 3.1H, and the opposite is a positive 3.1H. So let's go ahead and do our math. So now we're going to add these. So I have 2.4H plus 3.1H. So if I notice, 4 plus 1 is 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Plus 9.33. So what do you notice now? Nice. I'm going to change colors so you know where I'm at now. So this 9.33 is going to be combined with the other side of the equal sign. So what is the opposite of a positive 9.33? A negative 9.33. So it's like a pendulum. What I do to one side of the equal sign, I must be equal and do the same to the other, because equal sign literally says be equal. So let's go ahead. When you have same signs, you add. So are you ready? 7 plus 3 is, 7 plus 3 is 10. 3 plus 3 plus 1. And 8 plus 8 is negative 9 plus negative 9 is a negative 18. And we're going to equal and bring down this 5.5H. Can you tell me what is the opposite of 5.5H? What is the opposite of 5.5 times a number? divide. So my last step says grab a calculator and do a negative, grab your calculator, negative 18.70 divided by 5.5. We are left with a negative 3.4 is our final answer as I'm running out of room. H is equal to a negative 3.4. Let's go ahead and enter that in there and we are finished. Oh, did I put a negative? I did. Great job, everyone. Thank you for working this hard question with me. It's just the opposite. So it's like a pendulum. Swing from one side of your equal sign all the way to the next and do your parentheses first. You guys have a great day. It's been a pleasure helping you.